1 month away from opening day. Just 31 days until first pitch. And if you do not know, I am a huge baseball guy. Love baseball. Played it in college myself, small D2, not SEC or anything, but love the game of baseball. Baseball content going to be a huge part of SEC Unfiltered, along with basketball and, of course, football, which is king. We all know that. But huge baseball guy, so excited for first pitch. And it's crazy. It just sneaks up on you, right? You're doing football stuff. Basketball gets going, all of a sudden, boom. Opening day, just a month away. And on that note, guys, our friends over at D1Baseball.com, which again, guys, the baseball content will begin to increase. We'll have our friends Aaron Fitt, Kendall Rogers, some others from D1 on the show, Kyle Peterson, Mike Rooney as well. Also, guys, our friends at 11.7 will start talking college baseball with some SEC baseball insiders or SEC baseball folks, if you will. So really, really exciting times, really exciting stuff. And again, like I mentioned, D1Baseball.com dropping their preseason top 25. And you know what's so fun about these rankings? The beauty's in the banter, truly. But there's some people that get so worked up over these preseason top 25s or top 25 rankings in general. And it's like, guys, in football, it matters, right? Like where you're ranked matters. You know as well as I do, though. Like basketball rankings don't even mean a whole lot. Baseball rankings practically mean nothing. Really, truly, especially at this point in the year. But you know what? I love them because it gives us something to talk about. It gives us college baseball to talk about. So why freaking not? I love it. And again, the beauty is in the banter. Again, these are the D1 Baseball top 25 rankings. There are 8 SEC teams. 8 in the preseason top 25. And let's see, there's 3, 4, 5. There are 6 SEC teams in the top 10. The SEC runs college baseball, but this is what the top 25 looks like from D1Baseball.com. At number 1, Wake Forest. Number 2, Florida. Number 3, Arkansas. Number 4, LSU. Number 5, TCU. Number 6, Vanderbilt. Number 7, Oregon State. Number 8, Texas A&M. Number 9, Tennessee. Number 10, Clemson. Number 11, East Carolina. Number 12, Duke. Number 13, NC State. Number 14, Virginia. Number 15, North Carolina. Number 16, Texas. Number 17, UC Santa Barbara. Number 18, Coastal Carolina. Number 19, Alabama. Number 20, Iowa. Number 21, Texas Tech. Number 22, UCLA. Number 23, Northeastern. Number 24, Kansas State. And at number 25, South Carolina. Again, 8 SEC teams ranked in the preseason top 25. I was a little surprised. No Auburn. I think Auburn is a sneaky good team this year. But I mean, guys, you look at it, Florida 2, Arkansas 3, LSU 4. I mean, the SEC, you know, we talk about how good the SEC is in football, and it's certainly, I think it's the best. We talk about how far it has come in basketball, and it has come a long way. But what the SEC is in baseball, again, 8 teams ranked in the D1 Baseball preseason top 25. 6 of those teams are in the top 10. 6 of the top 10 coming from the Southeastern Conference. And then you talk about the depth of the league. Guys, there's not a bad team in the conference. Like, there's going to be a team that finishes at the bottom. Don't get me wrong. There's not a bad team in the league, right? Who is that top 25 missing? I think Auburn is a team that could be sneaky good this year. Do you notice there's no Mississippi schools? Ole Miss, Mississippi State, right? Which of those two is set for a big rebound, if not both? You know, Texas is going to be the SEC next year. They're at 16. Oklahoma, I think, has got a chance to be good this year. They're going to be in the SEC next year. Who else? Who am I missing here? You know, Kentucky is a sneaky good team most of the time. Missouri is sneaky good, right? We saw them last year kick things off and really surprise people. I mean, there are no off weekends in this conference, the best conference by far in the SEC. So what that leads me into, guys, as we sit 1 month from opening day, we're going to do a lot of content, breaking stuff down, predicting the conference. I'm going to give my picks for the SEC. I've actually got my Omaha 8 for you guys today. But on a lighter note, things I'm most excited for, because this is my first SEC baseball season as SEC Unfiltered, covering the entire conference, taking in the entire conference, everything it has to offer. The things that I'm most looking forward to, and guys, when I tell you I'm looking forward to the baseball season as SEC Unfiltered, I cannot freaking wait. Like, I really, truly, genuinely cannot wait, because there's a great series every weekend. There's a great midweek every week. Like, I am so pumped, so juiced, so jacked for this. What I'm most looking forward to, again, the most elite conference, guys, top to bottom. Great series every weekend. Great midweeks every single week. Cannot wait for it. Also, guys, I just mentioned electric midweeks. Electric factory midweeks. We got Georgia, Clemson. We got Florida and Miami. We got Florida State happening. So many great midweeks that happen across the conference. Cannot wait to take those in. Also, guys, and I'm starting to dive into some top storylines, which I'll touch on these more again as we get closer to first pitch. I'm curious to see, can LSU go back-to-back, right? We have not had a back-to-back College World Series champion, I want to say, since South Carolina did it back in 2010, 2011. It's been quite a while. Does LSU have the team? Can they replace Paul Skeens, right? We know the sticks are there. What does the pitching staff look like? Can they go back-to-back in? First time it happened in over a decade. I mentioned this a little bit ago. Which of the Mississippi schools bounce back, right? You think about last year, guys, the SEC tournament. The two teams that missed the SEC tournament were the two previous national champions, right? Like, that right there alone goes to show how deep the conference is, that those two teams, and I'm not saying they were the same teams as the years prior, but like, these are national championship caliber programs that aren't even making, the conference tournament. Really goes to show you how deep the league is. Also down in Columbia, I think it's another critical year for Mark Kingston. Can South Carolina baseball build off what they did last year? Made a super regional appearance, right? The thing that program has lacked under Kingston, consistency. They've lacked any sort of consistency. And I think for what South Carolina fans want that program to be, what that program should be, by the way, South Carolina baseball should be one of the best programs in college baseball every single year. It should be a top 10 program. That's how fans view it. That's how I view it. That's what it should be. If South Carolina, for whatever reason, with the talent they have coming back, they've got some issues in the pitching staff or question marks in the pitching staff. If that team, for whatever reason, falls short of expectations, I think even if they have to go on the road for a regional, if that team's not hosting, if that team's not in a super, there's going to be questions about Mark Kingston's future in Columbia. Also, guys, I'm looking forward to, like, who's that sneaky surprise team? Things aren't going to go chalk, right? Who is it? Is it Auburn? Is it Kentucky? Is it Missouri? Is it South Carolina sitting at 25, right? Is it Ole Miss? Is it Mississippi State, right? Is it somebody else? Also, guys, what I'm most excited for on a personal level, I'm excited for the fans, man. I am excited, so pumped, and looking forward to getting to meet, to interact, to engage with fans of SEC baseball, folks that are just as passionate. They love it just as much. They're crazy about their teams. Like, I cannot wait because, SEC football fans, there's no more passionate, like, it's a relentless passion. The best fans in college football, right? SEC basketball fans, I think very underrated. Love their basketball. SEC baseball fans. Here's the thing about baseball, guys. Baseball does not have as large an audience as football and basketball, right? I think that's fair to say. But if you love baseball, you don't just kind of like it. Like, you are a diehard of baseball. If you're watching every game, like, you're a super diehard. And I cannot wait. I'm sure I'm going to piss some of you off. I'm sure I'm going to get under some of your skin. But it's all love, beauty, and the banter. I cannot wait to interact with the great fans of the SEC baseball fans, unlike any other out there. And lastly, guys, what I'm excited for, maybe we got a surprise visit or two coming to some SEC venues. There's some SEC ballparks out there that I've wanted to visit for quite some time, and now we're at the point, hey, maybe we make a weekend road trip to the dude down at Duty Noble. Maybe we go down to the Grove or go down to Oxford, if you will. Maybe we go to Alex Box in Baton Rouge. Some road trips could be on the horizon. Maybe so. Where should we go? You guys tell me. There is so much I'm looking forward to in this season of the SEC, being SEC Unfiltered, covering SEC baseball. Guys, that being said, again, we sit 1 month from opening day. Why not my Omaha Eight? The 8 teams that right now I'm picking, I'm predicting, I'm projecting to be in Omaha this summer, fighting it out for the College World Series, fighting it out for the national championship. And again, is this hard to predict? Absolutely. Is it nearly impossible? Yes, but you know what? I don't give a damn. We're going to do it anyways. My Omaha 8 looks like this. I've got 4 teams from the SEC. I think half of the field will be SEC teams. At this point, guys, you have to expect that. It's the best conference in college baseball. There's a lot of other great conferences, a lot of other great teams, but it is the best. My 8 that I've got, 4 from the SEC, my 4 SEC teams. I do think LSU will go back to Omaha, looking to make it back-to-back. I've got Tennessee. Guys, I mentioned this yesterday. It's a matter of when, not a matter of if Tony Vitello gets a ring in Knoxville. I've got the Arkansas Razorbacks. They may have the best pitching staff in the SEC. Finally, I've got Texas A&M. I believe in Jim Schlossnagle. Love his ball club, what he's got coming back. I think he'll guide Texas A&M back to Omaha. The other 4 teams I have, I do think Wake Forest, the preseason number 1 ranked team, I think they will get there. Pitching staff is loaded. Wake Forest will make an appearance. I like East Carolina, guys. And maybe this is one of those things. I'm going to keep picking ECU until they finally get there. I'm going to keep picking East Carolina. That's a great program. They've been knocking on the door forever. I think they finally break through and they make it to Omaha this year. Guys, I got Texas. Hook them. Hey, call it 5 SEC teams with Texas about to be part of the league. I think the Texas Longhorns, I think they will return to Omaha. And finally, I got Oregon State. I like Oregon State a lot. They're a preseason top 10 team. They've got a hell of a team returning. I think they will also punch their ticket. They'll be in Omaha. So, again, my projected Omaha 8 right now, I got Wake Forest, LSU, Tennessee, East Carolina, Texas, Oregon State, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. What are your projections for Omaha? How will your favorite team fare just 31 days till toe meets rubber and we begin to get our answers?